Now on with some entertainment news, Rehoboth is beaming with pride after being announced as a finalist in the Kwêla Dorp van Jaar competition, a popular kykNET initiative that honors towns across Southern Africa for their cultural heritage and community spirit. Known for its rich Afrikaans roots, warm hospitality and vibrant identity, Rehoboth now has a chance to earn national recognition. Joining us now in the studio are two of the competition coordinators, that is Gernot, Klerk and Jossie who have been instrumental in rallying community support and showcasing what makes Rehoboth truly special. Welcome to Daily Roundup.
Thank you so much.
I am excited to have you because Rehoboth is also my hometown.
Wow,
yes.
That's wonderful.
Just to start off with you, Gernot, perhaps just to tell us what this moment means to Rehoboth and the team behind the campaign in general.
Describing it, it's been something that we've been priming ourselves about, and we've always looked forward to that announcement. Lots of work behind the scenes,
Indeed.
but that announcement, when it did come on Sunday evening, was such an elation. It was pure
Indeed.
joy, unbridled, pure joy.
Of course, I can imagine. I saw some of the videos, yes. Jossie, maybe just Rehoboth has such a unique cultural fabric. What aspects of the town's heritage do you focus on in your submission to Kwêla?
You know, our cultural history is indeed very vibrant. That is the right word to describe it. So when we prepared, we as the committee, when we prepared for the preparation now for the Kwêla team to come and visit our town, so we did also focus on tourism-related businesses. And on the Friday, that was the Friday, so on the Friday we also had a short visit at the Klerk, which is very much a big part in the history of Rehoboth. And we also had a short visit with the elderly people. But on Saturday, we showcased Rehoboth. We brought our dance and our colors and our food. To answer your question, we are in Rehoboth. We know that our people is our biggest resource.
Indeed.
And that is what we brought to the table.
That is amazing. Gernot, just what was the community's reaction when the finalist announcement was made live on kykNET? You just mentioned that earlier. And also just please provide some background context on how the town of Rehoboth got wind of the competition to begin with.
His husband, you know, that's when the initial contact happened. We saw an opportunity just generally to participate. The program is quite popular throughout Namibia, in Rehoboth particularly. So that was an easy sell. Did we think we could make it to the finals? We hope. There's no question that we did, and such joy. When the announcement came, I was in Windhoek. Unfortunately, I couldn't travel down to Rehoboth, but I felt that I could hear the screams of joy in Windhoek. It must have registered on the Richter scale, I'm sure. But that was across Namibia, in every household that had primed themselves, knowing that there was an announcement coming. We just burst out in joy. And we've got to say that euphoria has certainly continued beyond Sunday evening. Right now, it's still palpable. So it's such a joy to see how the community congregated, amassed behind this ideal. But first and foremost, you know, we've got to thank Romy and Jossie, Reinhold van Wyk, and there are plenty of other people behind the scenes who had given their time, who had given their resources from their pockets to make sure that we got to this final stage, and now we're looking beyond the confines of Rehoboth to the Namibian community and beyond to say, help us vote.
Indeed.
I think so.
Of course. Jossie, many towns, you know, have been vying for this sport, you know. What, in your view, what gave Rehoboth the edge in this year's competition?
Definitely the community. At the time of the initial voting, you know, the committee was not established yet. So that was just the community. I think it's the love and the passion that our people have for the town. So there's a lot of people that, you know, retired teachers, so they have these small little clubs doing their small little thing. And that is basically, they are the people that instigated voting, that made sure that everybody that has a phone has credit to vote. So yeah, no, we cannot take credit for that. That is solely the community of Rehoboth.
Of course. And Gernot, just to you again, let's talk on the voting. You just mentioned that earlier again. How can people cast their votes and support Rehoboth? That is between before the 18th, which is the deadline.
Yep, at noon on Friday, that's the deadline. It's quite easy. You SMS Rehoboth to 33157, and from each cell phone number, one is able to cast 30 votes. And we're really asking that. It costs $1.50 per vote. Again, you can do 30 from each registered cell phone number, but it doesn't help that we know the numbers and we don't vote. It's really what we're trying to mobilize everyone behind.
Indeed. And Jossie, winning the competition will be a major milestone, I suppose. You know, looking at the fact that Rehoboth, there has been negative reports coming from the town, and of course there is so much potential within the town. How do you envision this title benefiting Rehoboth going forward?
Slima, kykNET is really a very big media house. And you know, for Rehoboth to be broadcasted there, I mean, I'm also an avid viewer of kykNET, and there are so many places that I've actually visited in South Africa after seeing a program, seeing something of it on kykNET. So my hope is really for international and national tourists to flock to Rehoboth after seeing all this vibrant people. Right now, there's quite a lot of accommodation available. There's some things, but my prayers are really that after this, that, you know, investments will come into our town, that doors will open for our people to, even the existing businesses and new business. There's so many things that can happen. You know, just the NDC development that is at Klerk, Rehoboth can really benefit from something like that. Our arts and cultures can be displayed that. Our you know, guided tours to all our cultural places. Just a donkey car trip somewhere in Rehoboth. And, you know, there's so many things that can happen. And really, that hub can open so many doors for our children, our youth, to show their talent and reduce unemployment, get our children off the streets. This is really a huge opportunity for us, and that's like Gernot said, please vote Namibia, please vote for us.
And what does the competition entail? After winning, then what happens?
After winning, Lotto Land gives a $1 million to the town to invest back into the town, and then a $1 million advertising will be done by kykNET of the town. So they will basically come and do some shots of the town, and this will be played on kykNET for some time. And then, yeah, of course, the big party. Yeah, so they're going to bring many famous people to Rehoboth.
Nice.
Yeah, and the very nice big party. And they will have enough braai vleis and roosterbrood, the whole katuti.
Indeed. Gernot, maybe just to also go through the voting lines again and with your final remarks.
Yeah, I've got to say, when Jossie was speaking so enthusiastically, I thought, Salima, you're a famous person. It's about time you come back to Rehoboth.
I do go to Rehoboth often, at least once a month.
There you go.
Yes.
It's always a good reason to visit, any reason. Yeah, 33157, that's the number that you can send your SMSs to. You know, it goes beyond the confines of Rehoboth. I think the impact you feel, including the hundreds of thousands of views that we've already seen on social media, on the NBC platforms as well. So from us to you, you're doing a fantastic job in helping us promote this. It is watershed for us. That's how impactful this competition is already. And I mean, the sort of publicity that we've generated, yes, for sure, but it's that sense of belonging and the sense of euphoria that'll stay with us long beyond the end of this competition.
Indeed. Jossie, any final remarks that you might have?
Namibia, we are very, very grateful. NBC, we are so grateful. Really, people showed love and compassion to our town like never before. But, you know, although we appreciate all that, it's only the vote that counts.
Indeed, indeed.
So now you must put your money where your mouth is and vote for us. Not one vote, 30. pleased.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you so much for being on Daily Roundup and giving us this exciting
so
news, and
much.
congratulations
Thank
once
you
again.
so much, Lima.
All right. That was, of course, Gernot de Klerk and Jossie van Wyk. They were just giving us a brief on Rehoboth, being nominated to be the finalist in the Kwêla Dorp van Jaar competition. And of course, they are just urging you to vote for them. The numbers are on the social media platforms of Rehoboth and also just on NBC as well. We'll be back after this short break.